premiere episode of Just Talking, aka Let Me Speak on This. The show that allows people, in this first instance myself, to get some stuff off their chest. And today, we're going to talk about word salad. Concept of word salad. Where it came from, how's it entailed, and where it's going. Full disclosure, this is just an opinion piece. I have no facts to back it up. I may come up with a show in the future that gives you this, that's supposed to what I'm saying, but this is just gut feelings and riding from it, shooting from the hip, so to speak. Word salad is the practice of stringing bunches of words and sentences together, but having no coherent outcome or meaning to them. For example, I want to convey to you that I'm hungry and I want to eat. And it comes out something like this. I feel like when my stomach really starts to get grumbling, and and I really feel the need to sit down, and I have to go to the store, and I have to sit down, because if I don't sit down, I get tired, and then what? Word salad. The phrase or the thought I was trying to convey to everyone was, I'm hungry and I need to get something to eat. And I went all around the houses. I went from pillar to post, gave you every bit of information that was in my brain, yet I said absolutely nothing. You still don't know what I'm talking about. And if I didn't tell you beforehand what the end result was to be, you still wouldn't know. And that's what you get. That's word salad. Word salad came into the everyday vernacular through one Sailor Palin. She was, until recently, the undisputed queen of word salad. She could talk the hind legs off a donkey and tell you absolutely nothing about what you wanted to hear. Another way of word salad is the art of deflection. Someone asks you a question, you give them everything but the answer that they want. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter where it came from, no matter where it's going, just give them anything. With the intention of the question going away, or the questioner getting so frustrated and flustered with you that they skip it and go on to something else. That is word salad. And word salad in politics, it's a dangerous animal. Because word salad often comes in the guise of misinformation, disinformation, scapegoating, gaslighting, anything that you want to mention that is negative in connotation, it'll fit. Why is the art of word salad so prevalent today? It's because it's a useful tool. It's a useful tool for those of a certain persuasion to deflect, to circumvent, to sidestep any question that they deem as irrelevant to them. I want to talk about how abortion and the stripping of access to abortion isn't necessarily a democratic thing. You go and tell me how babies are born and they're very important, you have to love them, and then they grow up to be cowboys, and then cowboys meet space aliens, and anything that you want to say. Because what happens is that once you go down that rabbit hole, I get frustrated with you. And if you do it enough, I go, the heck with it. Next question. And you pat yourself on the back because you sidestepped the question. A question that potentially could derail you. You sidestepped it. Now, the thing about word salad, and the reason why we should fight against it, comes down to disinformation and misinformation and that sort of thing, but it also comes down to common sense, common decency. If the shortest line between 2 points is A to B, then you would think, got common sense, you travel that route. Not with word salad. With word salad, you start at A, and you go all over the place, round, up, down, all around, woo, up, and you might come to B, but more than likely, you get to C, D, E, or F, or G. And that's done intentionally. Because you don't want to answer the question. You don't want to acknowledge the fact. Because that is the most politically dangerous of anything that people in general and conservatives in particular have. If you take one truism and you go, no, I concede that point. The next logical step you have to take is where that ties to. So if A is true, B is true, then C, then D, then E, then before you know it, everything you hold dear is pulled into question. You have a crisis of faith. Because everything that you believe, everything that you were taught, everything that you know, everything that you hold dear has been called into question. Example, on the case of abortion, I am anti-abortion. I don't believe in it. I simply don't. It can be attributed to a combination of religious faith and my perception of common sense. However, that does not give me the right to impose my will upon anybody else. It is an opinion that I have made. I can articulate on it, give you my reasoning behind it, and then allow you to make that decision. But the decision ultimately is yours. No one else has to make the decision. No one else, I think, should want to make that decision. Because if you do make that decision, it's got to be based on your own merits, made in your own time with your own research, fact, figures, data, and statistics. Nothing else is going to matter. That being said, if you were to say, okay, I'll give you that. I don't think that abortion should be forced upon other people. Anti-abortion, that abortion, in my view, should be forced on other people. The next question is, so why do people want it that way? And to answer that question, it opens up another question. Then it opens up 2 more. It opens up 4 more. It opens up 8 more. And before you know it, Your brain's thinking, why do I even feel this way? This whole concept of abortion is so much bigger than I thought. How could I be so cavalier and flippant and thinking in one direction? And there's the crisis of faith. Because everything that you were taught leading up to that point has been debunked. It's a lie. Or at the very least, it's not entirely accurate. And in some cases, it's not accurate at all. It is a lie. My whole thing with that abortion thing boils down to this. If you don't want an abortion, don't have one. If you're a male, don't worry about it. It's an A-B conversation. You need to see your way clear of it. If you don't believe, if you believe that, for example, the 2020 election was rigged, don't vote. Just don't vote. Because I got news for you. I have an uncomfortable truth for you. Power corrupts. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. That is a truism that cannot be debunked because there's no other way around it. There's no other way to think about it. Power corrupts. And you can tie that in with the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Everything that you can know in life or see in life that is considered bad, for the most part, has its roots in good intentions. Which goes back to yet another uncomfortable truth, but it's the truth nonetheless. The world is great. People fuck it up. It's the people that you have to be aware of. People you must be wary of. Life by itself is great. Life of itself and in itself is great. It's the people that tend to screw stuff up. They're the ones that throw the monkey wrench / spanner into the works. And they do it with the best of intentions. I have always felt that word salad is a simple and ingenious way for people in general and for politicians in particular to not answer a question. It's a non-answer. What's 2 + 2? Rhodesia. What? Now, for full context, I didn't know what 2 + 2 was. I didn't know it was 4. But I don't want you to know that. And I had to say something, so I said something. Made absolutely no sense at all. But it was something. Word salad. Word salad should be illegal. It'll never happen. Ever. But it should be illegal. Word salad should be something that should be avoided at all costs. Because it serves no positive function. It serves no logical function, and it can only end badly. Nothing positive can come of it. Except it makes the person who uses it look like an abject idiot. And if that's your end goal, hey, more power to you. The more I think about it, the more I can see what is wrong with society. Things like word salad, things like modern day conservatism, things like backing the blue, all/White Lives Matter, all that stuff, all those cute catchphrases, slogans and bumper stickers. It all boils down to, I got mine, so I'm straight. Fuck you and yours. Really? That's what we become. That's what we are now. That's what society is today. I'm going to let this go right now. But stay tuned for part 2 because I am going to drop the penultimate issue into why things are the way they are, and more importantly, why they won't change. Stay tuned for that.